Shalom, 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 family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Of course, I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sakari, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at hibofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
Shalom, shalom, Israel.
Come on, family.
All praises to the Most High God. We don't got a background. Hold on, y'all. Shalom, shalom. Y'all was wondering, like, where are we at? No, we still in the Truth Tuesday. All praise to the Most High. Thank y'all for joining us for another Truth Tuesday. All praises to the Most High God. Right? Let me fix my shirt there. Right? First and foremost, I would love to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, whose true name is Yahweh. And I do so by Shema Mashak Yahushai, which is the Hebrew name to who the world ignorantly knows as Jesus Christ. Right? We are the Sons of Thunder Israelites, coming here for another Truth Tuesday to destroy false doctrine and bring out the truth of the Bible in sincerity and in truth. Right? To exhort you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, who we identify as the chosen people of God. Man. All praises. All praises. Thank y'all for joining us for another Truth Tuesday, man. All praise. Let me shout out my brothers and sisters in the chat, man. If you are a member of the YouTube, go ahead and drop a shalom. If you're a member of the Patreon, go ahead and drop a shalom. If you are a member of the Pillars of Rest, go ahead and drop your pretty PORs.
That's right.
Pretty PORs. Right, with the flowers and stuff like that. Make sure they got flowers. Right, like Nassim said, y'all know where y'all at on this Tuesday night, man. Y'all are here tuning in for this True Tuesday, man. Looking, y'all are the ones that y'all the ones that like the blood. Y'all the one that like the battle. Y'all like a good fight, right? That way y'all came to the True Tuesday, right? If y'all didn't see that video last week, we had a debate with this Christian. Did not know what he was talking about. EJ,
Yo,
right?
that guy's making my
We're gonna
brain.
get EJ back on here, y'all. Lord willing, we just got to teach my brother how to debate for real. We got to teach him how to have a disagreement, right? A lot of the hiccups, the hiccups outside of us having bad connection, right? Because we had a terrible connection at that class as well. I apologize, y'all. Moving forward, the Truth Tuesday platform will boost and increase in production. Just y'all wait, man. Just y'all wait. All praises to the Most High for that, right? But if y'all have any suggestions or of things to teach, let me use my left hand. Hold on, y'all. Lord have mercy. If y'all have any suggestions or information, Lord. If y'all have any suggestions, questions, or information, email us at truetuesday@gmail.com. If you want, you want to debate, you don't think we teaching the right doctrine, and you want to have a debate, go ahead and inquire about that discussion at this email as well. If y'all see at the bottom, this email scrolling at the bottom, that right there, that email is for the RSVPs for the feast days coming up. We have the Feast of Tabernacle coming up. We have the Feast of Tabernacle. Y'all go ahead and RSVP early for that Feast of Tabernacle. We're gonna get y'all them dates here coming up soon. Y'all be patient for them dates. But if you want to attend, you see the dates that's up there. Look at the dates that's up there. You see the time period in which it is. Right? If you're prepared to make provisions for that time period, to come down to the A, not for the whole week, right? Probably we're gonna do the last 3 days or last 4 days, right, together, right? If y'all ready to make them provisions, man, y'all go ahead and tap in to our email scrolling at the bottom. RSVP, let us know how many people you bring us so we can make provisions for y'all family. Right? All praises. Let me go ahead and shout out my family, man. They're here. They throwing chairs for EJ. Goodness gracious. That's supposed to be hospitable. Shalom to Sister Wanda. Jacob.
Shalom, sis.
Jacobus. Shalom to Fire House in the Kawashai. Shalom to the sister Arya Bat Yahweh. Right, that's it. You know, she part of that Patreon gang. Right,
Sure.
Shalom to sister Janae, Soldier Kazak, Dude Working, Shamar, Nasim, right, sister Samara, Shalom to Jacob, Yaiquab, Salakia, Yaiquab. Who else we got in here? You know, Jordan shouting out the pillars of rest. Shalom, brother. Shalom to Soldier Abaya, right? Mighty man. That's all we got. Brother Lewis, right? Sister Kadalia, Shalom.
Sis. Salakia.
Soldier Yotham. Go ahead.
Abadiah, Ban Yahweh. It's one of our prospects, I believe.
You said who?
Abadiah. Abadiah, Salakia. Abadiah, Ban Yahweh.
Where Abadi at? I skipped him. Hey, Shalom to that brother Abaya, diligent brother out in the A. With us, man. Kenny Naphtali, Daniela, Shamir, Abadia, right? Richard Perez, right? Shalom to all my members, man, all my pillars of red sisters. I keep clicking off, y'all. My fault. I should have put my camera the other way. Hold on, let me try it. So like, yeah. I'm trying to compute. All right, now we good. What? I'm a little froze, ain't it?
Now you're good now, other one?
Oh, praise
Now your
it.
screen's
Let's
dark.
go ahead and get into this thing. I'm in the Matrix.
Now you're good, other one. Your screen's dark. There you go.
Okay, all praise it. All right, Shalom to Sister Kennedy.
Shalom, beloved family.
Shalom, sis.
All right. Shalom to all my family, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Y'all brothers, go ahead, tap into y'all chats, man. The soldier chat and y'all prospect chat. Get y'all brothers in class. Get y'all brothers in chat and class. Shalom to Kowal, Tim Lawson, Abadium. Shalom to my brothers, man. Y'all get y'all brothers in class for real. Today is gonna be a good one. If y'all was on the clubhouse today, y'all know where I'm going with this. That mean Divine Prospect, man, gave us some good insight on this chapter. And I just had them. I went into the lab immediately after I found out this information. I went into the lab, went into the things, checked the things that he was saying, checked the information that he was saying, trying to add on to the information is the best that I could, right? And I'm gonna give y'all this same game, especially dealing with this chapter, and it's going to build a foundation for better and better things to come. Just y'all wait. Y'all going to see what I'm talking about when we get into this thing. But Deuteronomy 22 and 28, what they try to teach is that whole thing was how you say the word? Inconsensual, right? Right? Hey sister, you probably got to put that link in the chat, man. Put the link in y'all Pillars of Rest chat. Put that link in y'all Pillars of Rest chat, man. The room was fire. Y'all missed it. Right? If y'all want to tap into these rooms, it's on Clubhouse. These Clubhouse rooms are going on right throughout the week. Right, and y'all can tap in with these rooms and get linked in with these rooms by joining the Sons of Thunder House. Right, y'all tap into the app and y'all gonna be able to navigate from there. Right, y'all go ahead and become a member of the YouTube like my brother Yaiquab. Right, y'all become a member of the YouTube like my brother Yaiquab, or y'all become a member of that Patreon. I know somebody in here in that Patreon. Okay, hold on, let me see. Be like Sister Kadalia, right? Part of that Patreon gang, right? And if you're a sister, you want to, amp up your spiritual power, your spiritual pressure, right? Y'all go ahead and join that Pillars of Rest as well. Y'all go ahead and level up as a sister, man. Right? All praises. Let me put something new at the bottom for y'all. And let's go ahead and begin this video. At the end, we're gonna answer questions. So if y'all have questions throughout this video, If y'all have questions now, go ahead and put them in the chat. I'm gonna go ahead and star them. And at the end of this, K-Dub, pick
That's
out.
right.
This is the founder of
Con,
shouting out the Patreon game.
con.
He's the reason why we do this. Shout out to this brother right here.
Shalom.
All praises, man. Right? Yeah. Yeah, y'all go ahead and post y'all questions now. So at the end of the lesson, I can just get to them, and we can go ahead and get on with our night, man. Right? But without further ado, let's get the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and 28. Dun dun dun. Shalom to Danny, man. Daniela.
Con, the one I'm there.
What this mean?
Patreon gang.
Wow.
Okay.
Feeling slow. Shalom, so shout out
You
to the
know about
Patreon.
one.
Miss today is the best. Yeah, hey, they say them replays always on, dude, working. The replays is always on. Right, so y'all, if y'all missed it, yeah, y'all can hear it from him. Right? But I'm gonna bring out the information as well, man. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if I can orate it eloquently. All right, let's read this in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and 28.
Con, the one. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 28.
Uh-huh.
If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed, and lay hold on her, and lie with her, and they be found,
Yeah.
then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
So hold on right there. So first we're gonna go into, if you can, y'all all go to Deuteronomy 22 and 28 in the blue letter in the Bible Hub first. See if you can get a new tab going and try to tap it in with the Bible Hub. So we use at Sons of Thunder, we teach our brothers coming in this thing to use these tools, Bible Hub and Blue Letter Bible. And this is one of our the main reasons why, right? So the Bible Hub, you can look at different translations, right? It has a vast amount of translations. It got people's sermons, audio, visuals on the chapter, commentary. The interlinear is on there, so you can get into the Greek. People don't. We don't use it for that, but you can get into the Greek as well on the Bible Hub, right? But if you can, y'all all pull that John up. So, but really, we on the Bible Hub to get different translations, right? I feel like it's the easiest thing to get a multitude of translations, and to help you get precepts as well, right? This is the link to today's room. Where the link at, sis?
Should be in the back other one.
You probably gotta give it to a mod to post the link so it can be a clickable link. You probably gotta tap it in with them. You got it in the back. All praise. So what we're gonna do is look at these different translations of this verse, right? If you can zoom in a little bit. So it says, if a man find a damsel, read it again. Read it again. We're gonna look at the comparative translations. Because here at the school at Sons of Thunder, we do comparative translation, right? And what we do is compare it to the language as well, right? So that's a very studious thing to do. We have all of these translations and all of these traditions to compare a body of work to, right? That's called textual criticism. We're able to we're able to compare the manuscripts and come out with the doctrine the best that we can, predicated upon the multitude of manuscripts we have. A lot of people think that's a weakness, but it's one of the biggest strengths of the Bible that you're able to do this, right? So read it again, and we're gonna look through some of these little transliterations and see what they're saying.
Con, the one.
Y'all can already see one, and it's wild already. But we're gonna see if it's teaching that doctrine. Read.
Con, the one. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, starting in verse 28. If a man find a damsel that is a virgin, which is not betrothed,
So she's not married, she's not promised to nobody,
and lay hold on her,
and he lay holds on her, read,
and lie with her,
and lay with her, read,
and they be found,
And they be found.
Then the man that lay with her shall give unto the damsel's father 50 shekels of silver.
Okay. So they teaching that this is inconsensual. That's what they're teaching. And look at these translations that promote that thought. So, if a man happens, this is the NIV. If a man happens to meet a virgin who is not pledged to be married and grapes her, and they are discovered, he's gonna have to pay the dowry of 50. This is what they're teaching. Another one says, what's the word that they use? The man has intercourse with a young woman who is a virgin but is not engaged to be married. If they're discovered. Okay, this one just says has intercourse. Doesn't that's the NLT. This is the ESV. If a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed and seizes her and lies with her, and they be found, he shall give that dowry. If a man encounters a virgin who is pledged and he seizes her, that's lay holds of her, seizes her. Keep going. We looking at these different translations. Seizes her. See, this is the word that we looking at, right? The word for lay hold on her. The phrase lay hold on her in the King James Version. They're rendering it in different ways. They're rendering it as seize. They're rendering it as lay hold of her. And they're rendering it in a very extreme way in the NIV as a very detestable act that the Bible doesn't agree with. Right? Force, they saying force right here. Good catch, my brother. Sounds very barbaric, right? But when you NIV is wild, right? We gotta throw some chairs for that NIV, man. NIV is bad Bible. Throw some chairs at that NIV right there, man.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Side note for the NIV. Disney has bought the NIV version of the Bible for like $1 billion or something like that. Crazy. Anybody in the chat, if you heard that, but this is what I heard. Disney has bought the NIV version of the Bible.
Wow. Disney?
Come on.
What? That's crazy. That's actually wild.
Come on.
But the brother said sound barbaric. But when you thinking Paul looks like some decrepit, dementia-bound white man, and when you thinking that the apostles are chanting or what's the them those white guys, if you thinking that these are the apostles, then this doesn't sound crazy, right? When we seen the elder on the Friday class debunking those racist arguments, we know who's the leader in those type of inconsensual activities. We know who's the leader in those things, right? So if you're thinking that those are the people of this book, or those the people of these accounts, then is it warranted. I mean, that's a warranted breakdown, because that's how those people get down. That's how those people always got down. Christopher Columbus came over here and was doing all type of that, right? Hernando Cortez came over here and was doing all type of that, right? So let's go into this word. Let's go into this word. Now go to the Blue Letter Bible, Baba Kishar, and let's look at that word for lay hold of, right? Lay hold on her is what the Bible says. Lay hold on her, right? Because let's see the actual sentiment of the verse, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, when y'all see the sentiment of the verse, then y'all will be able to how you say, y'all will be able to see the spirit of the people that we're dealing with, and you're gonna be able to have the understanding of what's going on in this. Right? This is gonna be a traditional class. Y'all tap in, get y'all notes ready. Some of y'all if y'all didn't get these notes already from the class, y'all gonna get them now. It's gonna be a nice studious class, man. Right? Let's see what we got here. So let's go to the go to the verse. 28. And we're going to go to that word for lay hold of. Boom, right there. If you can, play the word for me.
Strong's H 8610. Tafas.
Right, so we got
Tafas.
tafas. So tafas, right? Let's click on that. Let's click on the meaning of the word. Let's see what this word means. Oh, not right there yet. Let's go to the meaning of the word first. Click the H8C. Yeah, click that first. Then we're gonna go back and go to the other channel. Right? So to catch, handle, hold, take hold, seize, wield, lay hold of, right? These are the translations of the word. Right? Right? So it says primitive root to manipulate. So the root of this word is to manipulate, right? Seize, to chiefly capture, will, specifically to overlay, figuratively to use unwarrantedly. So this can be, so it's a, it can be used. So this verb can be used in a figurative language of to manipulate and to hold, right? To lay hold of or to manipulate figuratively. So when we're understanding this verse, how he lays hold on her is he manipulates her figuratively. Now, a lot of people are saying, especially the scoffers of the Bible, because who brought this argument up in the first place was a scoffer. So his whole thing is, I want to make the Bible look stupid. I want to make you feel stupid for believing in this, and I want to make this look as barbaric as possible, as inhumane as I possibly can. That's the goal of a person bringing this out to confound you, right? But when you go into a man getting a woman, how do you get a woman, right? Some of the sisters can comment. Some of the brothers can comment, right? How does a man go about getting a woman? Right? I'm about to connect it, y'all. Bear with me. How does a man go about getting a woman? I would ask this man, he said, so y'all are manipulating women to lay down with y'all. That's the scoff. Y'all are laying hold of them. Y'all are handling them. Y'all are seizing them. Right? He said, hey, my brother Abaya said, go up and spit game. Now, this is a man with a rib. I trust him. This is a what they call a primary source. He got a rib. I trust this man. He said how he got his rib, he went up and spit game. Okay. Hey, wearing Michael Olives from the old school. He said, sweet talker. That's what he said. He said,
in the back.
he said, well, yeah, all praises. He said, sweet talker. Right? All praises.
How do we say I don't? Hey, I bag shorty.
Well, I bagged her. We say I bagged her. Right? Sister said, sweet talk.
Took her off her feet.
Right? Boo loving on the phone. Wanda was on her on the phone with her head telling me, no, you hang up. You hang up. That's how she was. And this sister saying woo her. Right? Oh man. Hey, facts. I don't know if y'all know it. If you know, you know.
Brother right here.
If you know, you know, man.
God.
Don't know your name, but excuse me, miss.
Yeah,
I saw you from across the room. Hey, shout out to this brother right here, man. He said, I gotta admit that you got my attention. You making me want to say, oh yeah. I like that. I think that's the best answer. Right? Say war. Right? A sister said take her on dates. Take her on dates. Right? Some of y'all need to learn, man. Right? Yeah, that's how we say it up north. So you got a mouthpiece, man. You got the mouthpiece. Right? All praises to the Most High. Hey, they calling it, the kids nowadays are calling it Riz. They calling it Riz. That's the game right there, right? So now, okay, he said we used to say lay rap on her. Shout out to the warrior in the chat, lay rap on it, right? But all of these things are, figuratively, what you're doing is captivating her or catching her, right? All in a figurative sense. Bagging her, right? Bagging a dime. A dime is a 10 for those who don't know. Right? So this is what's going on. Go back to the front. Go back to go ahead and backspace and let's go to the verb, right? So that's the sentiment of this verse. This verse, so we read it again with that understanding. Deuteronomy 22 and 28. When we say lay hold of her, it's in a figurative sense of capturing her, right? Captivating her, right? Because for those that's in relationship, that's what had to be done, right? You have to captivate her mind. Some brothers told the women, "Hey, you ain't never been with nobody like me," right? That's how they had to. Hey, Ashallah, some of them had to come like that, man. You ain't never been with nobody like me. So some of them had to come, right? But all of that was to captivate her, figuratively, right? So all praises to the Most High. Read the verse with that understanding. Because see, when you leave it in the hands of those people, and I'm not even gonna say those people. First, pull up a picture of what they say the Apostle Paul looked like. Matter of fact, pull up a picture of what they say Jesus Christ looked like. Right. Let's do that, right? So when you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American go into over 400 years of captivity and chattel slavery, and your conquerors, those conquistadors, those Englishmen, right? Those warriors for Spain, those warriors for France, right? When they get a hold of your Bible, they start doing things with it. So they start forcing different ideologies. They start forcing different imagery, right? When this people holds your Bible and your records in their hand, they break the Bible down wrong. Because their spirit is so prone to inconsensual activities, whether it's stealing, whether it's killing, because their spirit is so prone to that inconsensual behavior, they start breaking the Bible down in their lens. But what you have to do is take the Bible back and put it back in the lens of your people. These swagless demons, man, don't know how to run game. They don't know how to sweet talk. They don't know how to lay rap on a woman. They don't even know how to quote Chris Breezy, like a brother did. I used to do that in high school. I used to straight up quote Chris Brown verses. They didn't suspect a thing, right? They didn't suspect a thing. All praises to the Most High for them not suspecting a thing. The Lord allowed me to go incognito with that, right? So they don't even understand this right here. It's Jesus with a silk press, man. They said they got the Jesus with the silk press. Oh my goodness, man. Y'all don't make me laugh. I'm a little sick, so it's gonna get nasty. So they got Jesus with a silk press. Goodness gracious. Go back to the book letter, Baba Kashan, because they understand the people we talk about. Man, got Jesus with a silk press. Who is this man? Who is this man? Right? But read the Bible with that understanding that we have right now.
It's the book.
To say today. He said, Chris Brown, your ladies, I promise. When all else fails. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 28, and it reads, "If a man find a damsel that is a virgin,
right,
which is not betrothed,
which is not promised, and do what?
And lay hold on her,
captivate her. Like I used to say what your name is. Oh yeah, that fits you. Tell me where you headed. Can I walk with you? It used to be over with at that point. That's Chris Brown lyrics. When all else fails, Chris Brown lyrics, and he used to lay hold on them. Right? He used to captivate them, right? But let's go into this language, and because through the scholarship of Divine Prospect, man, I sat there and I learned, man. I learned about these verbs, and basically learn about these verbs. Hey, did I pull with it? Hey man, y'all know I got a rib, man. Y'all know I got a rib. Who y'all think I used that on? I was in high school, flirting with her, giving straight Chris Brown lyrics. That's how I got a rib and a kid today. Shout out to the Most High. Shout out to let's get the Most High hand.
All praise.
Let's get the Most High hand for the Israelites laying hold on the women, man. Laying hold on the women, man. All praises. So now these verbs, right? So understanding these how to parse these verbs, right? How to parse these verbs. These verbs have different stems to them, right? You see, my brothers. See, this is why you got brothers. When you happy, they happy. Excuse me, y'all. Right? When you happy, they happy, man. All praises. Right. So go ahead and click that by the microphone. Click that HC VQQ that all the way yeah, right there. Right. Let's look at this for a second. Hold on, what it did? No, that's Satan. Now we on 23. Yeah. Go back down. And click that little side notice at the when you get there. All right. So we about to dive into these stems of the word. So the argument was brought forth. This is rape. When you look in contextually, you dive into the word, the Hebrew word, it doesn't give off that sentiment. But even when you go into the stems of the verb, it doesn't give that sentiment as well. I'm going to show you what I learned from Divine Prospect. Look at this. So this stem is qual, right? Right, this is the cow stem, right? This cow stem. Scroll down. And so y'all see the stem. So the speech it's a verb, right? This is a verb. The stem of this verb is a cow stem, right? Third person masculine singular. So what? He lay hold of her, right? That's the verb, and it's in the cow stem. Click that word cow underline. And we're gonna see what does it mean when something's in the cow stem? Definition of cow. Cow is the most frequent used verb pattern. It is express the simple or casual action of the root in the active voice. So now the verb, right, is lay hold of, or the Hebrew, click the Hebrew word, click it so they can say it in Hebrew for me. Baba Kashan? It's right next to it. Yeah, right. No, it's the one on the top.
Strong's H 5973.
It's the one above it.
M.
Yeah, it's the one above it. Yeah, right there.
Strong's H 7901.
Yeah.
Shachav.
So
Shachav.
Shachav, right? That's the word, right? Yeah. Hold on to lie. No, that's it.
Strong's H 8610. Tafas.
Tafas, right?
Tafas.
So the stem to tafas is that cow stem. And so what that cow stem is doing is telling you that in the simplest form, right? And what was the other word he used? He used the simplest form and casual form of lay hold of, right? That's what it showed you. It showed you was the, hold on, you on the wrong word, Doc. You're on the last word, right? Above sakat. Just scroll up a little bit more. The word above sakat.
But I can't see nothing. Not one when I'm over here zooming in. I can't see nothing on my side.
So like zoom it out. Zoom it out real fast.
All right, con.
And then now you good. And now go up to, let's see. Yep, that's it right there. Exactly. Right. So when we seeing it, it's in when we looking at this verb, it's used in a casual sense of laying hold of her. It's a casual thing. It's a light thing. It's a casual thing. It's not. So if it's light and casual, how then can you translate that word as a force or seize, or even at the extreme, great? It don't make sense to me, right? Because with this verb and with these verb stems, you're able to analyze how the word is being used, right? So now we can go over. Let's go to the next word. The next word in the same verse, right? Let's go to I'm. Click that one. Let's see how to pronounce that one. The I'm. I am. Yeah, that one. Let's see what that one.
Strong's H 5973.
Uh-huh.
M.
Right. So M.
M.
Right. So this M word. Let's see about this word. It's in a. It's click the one on the side. The SP3F. Yeah. Look at that one. So this one is. It's a suffix. The type is pronominal. Let's see what that means. I don't know what that means. Let's click and see. So it says a pronominal suffix reference. Oh yeah, it's constant. So this I did read this. It says it refers to persons or things, and can be attached. It can be attached to nouns, verbs, prepositions, participles, infinitives, even some participles. I thought I said that already. Right? So basically these words, right? It's a suffix that refers to persons, right? Scroll up a little bit. Right? So when we're looking at this word I'm, right, click what it means. Or the word, go to the H, the H, whatever it is. Yeah. The I'm with her. Go to H5973. Click that to see what that word means. You scrolling too high up. Go back to the I'm. Yeah. Let's see the meaning of the word I'm, right? Click the wrong word. You clicked the wrong one.
That's not it. Let me go back at one. That's not it.
No, you good. I shall say. What shall you say, man? Mighty point coming out. All praise to the Most High. All right, everybody following me so far, put a 7 in the chat. What you say, 99? Right, so this word, what's his? You gotta go back to the verse. You gotta go to back to the verse and go to the word I am, and click the meaning of that one. And we're gonna see what it means, and then we're gonna read more. So we seeing in this verse that first off, the lay hold, it can't even be used, it can't even be rendered as force, because it's not in that type of tense, right? It's not, it doesn't have that type of stem to it, right? The stem that it has is for a stem of a simple action or a casual action, right? So it's like a casual thing. I casually grabbed her hand, right? I mean, some of y'all are scared to touch women, right? Some of y'all are scared to hold her hand. Y'all sweating, right? Y'all nervous. It's okay. It's okay. Right? It's okay. Right? That one right there. The second to last one. Yeah, this word. Yep.
Strong's H 5973.
Mm-hmm.
M.
M. Now go to the H. Let's go to the Hebrews to look at the definition. Mm-hmm. Y'all gotta become cold with this blue letter as well, because y'all gotta use this as a study tool, as a reference tool. You prospects have to use it for a study tool and a reference tool. If you soldiers are not familiar with this, y'all gotta get with it. Right? Let's see what this word means. Now it says with, unto, by. So basically with. So if you're trying to say that this deed was inconsensual, how can she be doing it with him? I just don't understand. With means that it's two joint in parties, right? a casual, a captivation of the mind, and what? A joining of two parties, right? Now, let's go into this Bible, right? And let's go, matter of fact, let's go to the last word. Let's go to the last word. Go back and then go to the last, go back to the verse. Now go to the last word and let's see about that, right? And then we're gonna go into the verse and show y'all what the language and the verb stems for actual rape is, as opposed and juxtaposed to what we're seeing in Deuteronomy 22 and 28. Right? So let's look at this last word. And so this means to find, right? So they finding them, right? Go back to the verb stem. I wish I knew how to do it from there. I just don't know how to do it. Listen.
Can give me a second? I need a mouse out of one.
Nah,
Let me go back.
So we go there. It's okay, back. Okay. So it says when they be found. So this right here is saying when they be found. Who is the they? It's a plural situation, right? This is a situation that's a common plural. It's common plural, and it's referring to what? The subject. Who is the subject? The man and the woman. They are found in their action, and it's a reflective on what the verb is. The verb is them being found, right? Is everybody? I pray everybody's understanding. If y'all don't understand, y'all can go ahead and give me a notification in the chat. Let me know. Hold on, what? Right? So now, go. If you, I hope you got another tab up. So what you could do is drop. You could drop this, and let's go to. Matter of fact, keep this up. Just get another tab. Go to 1 Samuel. Let's go to 1 Samuel 13. Right? Keep this one up. Just get another tab and do 1 Samuel, because we're gonna come back to Deuteronomy 22 as well. Because the answer, hey, yeah, because like you kind of spoiled it, bro. Everybody, don't throw no chairs at the brother. Matter of fact, let's not scold the brother Kazak for giving away the answer. Brother, I was trying to build it up to the ultimate, and then bring it down with the hammer. The brother just didn't want to. He just didn't want to get the glory. He wanted the glory, man. He wanted the glory for himself, right? So what we're gonna do is go to the book of 1 Samuel, though. 2 Samuel, Salaki, 2 Samuel 13 and 2 Samuel 13 and 11. All right. So now what we're gonna do is show y'all examples of the okay, kind of. What we're gonna do is show y'all examples of a actual inconsensual situation in the Bible, right? We're gonna are you good, man? You good? We're gonna actually give y'all examples of what an inconsensual situation looks like, what those verb stems look like as well, just for scholarship purposes, right? And just so the reason why I love that lesson, why I love the teaching that the divine prospect got brought out is because, man, when reading this New Testament, now you got a new understanding predicated on your studies. You can go into it now. You can be more studious. You go into the word, look into the word. Let's look at the stems of the word. I know what the stems of the word mean, or I can find out what the stems of the word mean because I have all of these tools, like the Blue Letter Bible, like the Bible Hub, that help me with this. Right? I got access to these articles. Y'all tap into the Patreon, and we'll get y'all that article for sure. Right?
I don't know why do we got people asking these questions. Anyways, I'm losing track. People always asking some stupid, lazy. Anyways,
Salakia.
Good God. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, Adawan. I yield. Go ahead.
No, we can go ahead and read the verse if you don't got none.
No, I was gonna make a comment on Mr. Mailman, but I'll yield.
Okay. What does that mean? All right, let's go into it. We can answer this question a little later if he genuine. If he genuine, he'll stay. But let's read the verse. 2 Samuel 13 and 11. Let's read all the way down to 15. And then we're gonna after we read this, we're gonna bring this back up, y'all.
Count Adawan. It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 13, starting in verse 11. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her and said unto her.
Matter of fact, let's look at that. So what did he do to her?
He took hold of her.
He took hold of her. All right. This Hebrew word is different when we're looking at it, right? That's not the same Hebrew. You don't got to click it, King. But that's not the same Hebrew word. Let's listen to it. Who remember? If you remember in the chat, type in the Hebrew word that was there in Deuteronomy 22. Let's listen to this one. If you can, type that microphone.
Strong's H2388. Kazak. Kazak.
That's not the same. That's not the same word. Let's look at the stem, Bob. Because I scroll over a little bit. So Hazak, this is a whole nother word, right? So the other one was tapas, right? All right, it was. This is a whole nother word, right? Or am I tripping? Is this a whole nother word, or am I tripping? Right? Right. Let's see. So it says halef. This is a halef stem, right? Or hyphal. Is it hyphal? I think it's pronounced hyphal. It's a hyphal stem, right? So what does a hyphal stem mean? Click hyphal stem. Click it. And let's see. A hyphal stem usually expresses the causative action of a verb. Hyphal is often used to form verbs from nouns and adjectives. So now, boom. This hyphal stem, because I believe, yes, Khan. So this word, tophus, right? In Deuteronomy 22 and 28, it had a cause stem, Salakia. But this one have a hyphal stem. And the hyphal stem means a causative action, meaning I caused this thing to happen. So this is a forceful implication to the word. I did it. I'm taking hold of it, right? He's causing himself to take hold of her. Is how this is being rendered. Right? Let's right? So he's causing himself to. So read it from the top again. Let's see that understanding. You on mute,
Salakia. It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 13, and verse 11. And when she had brought them unto him to eat, he took hold of her.
Right. So this is he forcefully took hold of her. Right, read.
And said unto her.
What he said.
Come lie with me, my sister.
Right.
And she answered him, Nay, my brother, do not force me.
Let's see what that's like. Go to, because ain't that what they were trying to say the word was? They was trying to render it as a translation. You got to go back and go to the. Oh yeah, scroll down. I think it's right there. Let's go all the way down to verse. What verse was that?
11.
12.
Oh, Salakia. 12.
Yeah, click 12. Let's see what 12 say. 12 say, go to the word where it say force. Let's see what the word for. Don't force me. What's that word? You don't got to get to definition. Let's listen to it.
Strong's H 6031. Anah.
Right.
Anah.
So Anna said 8. She said, don't force me, man. Right. All praises. Now, go ahead. Go to the stem for that verb. To force. Yeah. Look at this. Right. It's a penal stem. This penal stem, right? Pi or pi now? I don't know. Click it. It says express simple, intensive, resultive, causative, and other verbal actions. So it's an intense type of situation. When we was reading Deuteronomy 22, it wasn't intensive. When we was reading that, it didn't imply those in the words. But this right here, this force has a forceful meaning. I hope everybody's understanding this, right? And now y'all are able to go in the blue letter and prove these facts as well, right? A very, very, very studious position to take when talking about Deuteronomy 28 and 22 and 28, right? Now let's go. Let's keep reading. Let's see what the next verse has in store.
Want me to finish out verse 12?
Come.
It's the book of 2 Samuel, chapter 13, and verse 12, and it reads, and she answered him, nay, my brother, do not force me, for no such thing ought to be done in Israel. Do not thou this folly. And I, whether shall I cause my shame to go? And as for thee, thou shalt be as one of the fools in Israel. Now therefore, I pray thee, speaking unto the king, for he will not withhold me from thee. Howbeit, he would not hearken unto her voice, but being stronger than she, forced her.
Right, that forced her got the same stem. It's the same word that we just seen. Right? So this is how the Bible describes an actual inconsensual situation. Right? An actual forced situation. Right? We seeing how the verbs are how the stems of the verbs are used and how the words are being used. We see the language of that actually happening. Right? Let's go back to Deuteronomy 22 and 25. And let's look at what the Bible is saying. That brother was wicked. Yes, sister. That brother was wicked as a mud. I don't know what the problem was with cuz. I wish. And the sister used wisdom as well. She like, man, just talk to Pops. Pops won't. Pops will definitely give me these. She lied. She was lying. That's why he ain't let her go. Because King David ain't about to let that happen. Right? He's gonna be like, bro, you got all of these women to choose from, and you want your sister.
Yeah, so far.
All right? That sister was trying to use. Some guile, trying to get out of that situation. Right? But we actually see the language of these emotions that they're trying to imply on Deuteronomy 22 and 28 and other places, and they're giving two different. So like they're giving two opposite sides of the plane. That's what they giving, right? And we going even deeper and seeing the same sentiment, right? Let's go to Deuteronomy 22 and 25. Read that. Mm-hmm.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her,
right,
then the man only that lay with her shall die.
So not only is this woman forced, this woman is also promised to another man. Right? Let me see if y'all can guess what that Hebrew word for forced is. All right.
Isn't it back? You want to bring it up, other one?
Oh, Salakia. Y'all can't even see it. Go ahead and bring it up for them. They stuck. They don't know what's going on. Right? So, but this right here is forced. Right? Let's see what's going on. Forced.
Strong's H2388. Kazak.
Right? So it's the same word. It's the same word for forced in 1 Samuel. And let's see the verb. Let's see the verb. The verb stem is it's a hyphal stem, and it means a causative thing. So he forced her. He caused that to happen. See. And what happened? Read on. What happened to this man? What happened to that boy?
God, I don't want. Verse 26.
Mm-hmm.
But unto the damsel thou shalt do nothing.
But what happened to him?
Salakia.
Read the last part of 25.
Verse 25. Mm-hmm. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, and verse 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field, and the man force her and lie with her, then the man only that lay with her shall die.
Hey, the man, what happened to that boy? He died. Right? So that's what happened. In one instance, you got to get a father 50 shekels, 500. What was it? 500?
50
shekels of silver. You got to get 50 shekels of silver. Mm-hmm. In the other instance, you die. Right? So come on. Why after? So if anybody have any questions on that, that's really the sentiment. If y'all want to add on to that, y'all can, brothers. But that's really the sentiment of the lesson. I hope y'all understand that and are able to use that, right, and add on, right, and use that as pertaining to more things that's in the Old Testament, man, right, with that Hebrew, right.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
This was an excellent point that you made as far as referring to Nehemiah 8 and 8. This is how you gain the senses, your scholarship. Adawan went into the language. He did his research. He went in the lab. This is a great example of how to tear down these strongholds, because nobody wants you to understand what this Bible says. But you got to go into the language, because it's not plain to us normally, because we don't come up reading, the King's English. So we got to go into this Hebrew, to the Greek. And that's how you gain the sense. This is a great lesson. Great point to make.
All praises, right? Let me show something. Look at this. Give me the book of. I think it's in 1 Peter.
What you looking for? Hold on.
Give me Hebrews 5 and 12.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, and verse 12, and it reads, For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
Before I make this lesson, I had to learn that, man. Right? And I sat and I listened to Divine Prospect bring out this information. I went into it, so I went into it so I mastered the situation. If I didn't master this, I wouldn't have taught it. All right. This particular thing, for these particular chapters, I went into it, I studied it, I looked into it, and I was able to bring it to y'all. Y'all should be able to do the same thing. Y'all should be able to take this lesson, take these notes, and build on it. Right? That's how these things go. Right? Let's answer this first question. If y'all have any questions, put them in the chat. Question: Why after all the destruction that Yahweh prescribed for Egypt? Is he going to heal them? And why are Egypt and Assyria being called his people?
That's a famous vocab Malone scoff right there. Vocab Malone thinks that right there. Like, oh man, once he brings that up, he thinks he stumps an Israelite right. Watch. Want to get the other one? That's a famous vocab Malone. That in Deuteronomy 23, he loves when scriptures try to see the heathen. Watch. We'll get the understanding of that right now.
So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 19. And where should I start? Should I start right there?
You just start where it says my people, where the scoff is at. And then we're gonna get the understanding. We'll get the understanding why it says it.
Okay, it says, and the Lord shall smite Egypt, he shall smite and heal it, and they shall return even to the Lord, and he shall be entreated of them, and shall heal them. In that day shall there be a highway out of Egypt to Assyria, and the Assyrian shall come into Egypt, and the Egyptian into Assyria, and the Egyptian shall serve the Assyrians. In that day shall Israel be the third with Egypt and with Assyria, even a blessing in the midst of the land, whom the Lord of hosts shall bless, saying, Blessed be Egypt, my people, and Assyria, that work the work of my hands, and Israel, mine inheritance.
So in order to understand what Isaiah is saying here in Isaiah 19 is the same thing as the same problem Paul had, right, when it comes to the Greeks. Now, why is Paul saying to the Greek? Is he really talking to the Edomite Greeks, or who is he talking to? Let's go to Isaiah 11. I don't want Isaiah 11 to get the context of Isaiah. Isaiah 11, start at verse 10.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 11, and verse 10, it says, In that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for an ensign of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek, and his rest shall be glorious.
Talking about
And it shall come, and it shall come to pass in that day, the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people, which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the isles of the sea.
That's what he said. Egypt, my people, Assyria, my people. Why? Because it's just people are scattered in those lands. That's exactly why the Most High said in Isaiah 19. Because you get the context of that in Isaiah 11. When Yahweh returns, he's going to gather those people from those nations. It's not saying that Egyptians are his people. Those always been the enemies of the Lord. But the people that are scattered there, those are his people. Just like the Greeks in Paul's letters, those are Israelites. You got to get the context. You got to get the history to understand why they're being called Greeks. And why is the Most High calling Assyria and Egypt his people? Why? Because you can get the people that are in those lands. Are you with that one?
I'm going to read verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for this nation, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth. That's just to prove that the brother's point even further. I was talking about those dispersed, man. All praises. You gotta understand these heathen nations are gonna serve in the kingdom of God. And what's gonna be healing these heathen nations is them being in subjection to us. Get the book of Proverbs. Isn't this written in? Isn't this a proverb? Isn't this a wise saying of Solomon? Proverbs, give me 29 and 2. What that say?
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2, and it reads, When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice.
Mm-hmm.
But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn.
Right? Goodness gracious. So when you in this world today, you in America, ran by the enemies of God. You in America ran by the enemies of God, right? So they're wise to do evil. Your world is polluted. The earth is polluted. The earth is ran down. They're prepared to nuke this whole thing. People are in mourning right now because the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. But when you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, when y'all take this kingdom, then it will change the world into rejoicing, because y'all, the rightful owners of the world, will have this earth, right? And y'all are going to rule with the laws of God, with righteousness, right? All praises to the Most High. Any questions? Any questions? Oh my goodness. Job. Oh my. This is a
Skip
good
that
one.
one.
It says Job 1. Job was a man in a land of Uz. That have any relation to Uz? Does that have any relation to Uz, who is the descendant of Esau? Reference to Genesis 36, verse 1 through 8 and 28. Was Job an Israelite or a Edomite? So Job was not an Edomite. Now, the land of Uz is Edomite territory, right? But does that mean because Job was there that he was an Edomite? No. Give me the book of Acts, chapter 2. Why you want the sister to explain Zephaniah 3, 8, and 9 for you? Don't
Even
you want
Scoffer out of one. I got rid of his ass. We ain't got time for that. I mean, he's been a Scoffer. He's one of those guys that comes against camps. He's one of those guys that does nothing in life, doesn't do nothing, doesn't teach, doesn't put his face on the camera and teach his doctrine. He's wants to come and scoff. That's it, out of one.
Mm-hmm.
He's bothering the sisters in the lesson.
All praises. Let's go to Job. There is no verse that calls Job an Edomite. So what people do to prove that Job is an Edomite? They go into, what is it? This is the Greek Septuagint.
I want to say out of one, maybe.
They get it from a Syriac book that has it has an addition to, it has additional verses to the ending of Job. Now these additional verses say they call him Jobab. They say they call him Jobab, and they say he lived to this certain age. I gotta go back and study this
I got the
myself.
scripture out of one.
You got the scripture?
Yeah, somebody give me a James 5 and start at verse 10. We're gonna read on verse 11.
Wait, first get Acts real fast. Did you say James 5?
Kind of on Acts 4, James 5 and 10 and 11. But get Acts first.
Look at this in Acts. You're on mute. Acts 25.
God out of one. It's the book of Acts, chapter 2, and verse 5, and it reads,
Mm-hmm.
And there were dwelling at Jerusalem Jews, devout men, out of every nation under heaven.
So there's Israelites out of every nation under heaven. You can't get around that. So he's gonna go ahead and list it, but we're gonna get past that. So it doesn't matter where he was living, because the Israelites live everywhere. All right. So you want James 5?
Kind of on 5 and 10.
So James 5 and 10 says, Take my brethren, the prophet, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and patience.
So like I don't. So right there, James is making it clear, right? James wrote to who? To the law, to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. James is Yahushua's brother. He said, "Take my brethren, the prophets." He's saying his brethren, the prophets. He already let you know in the beginning of his letter who he's talking about. Continue reading out of one, Baba Kasha.
Ooh, this is cold as hell. Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard of the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. This is a great precept.
Now does it say what tribe Job was from? It doesn't say that. And Job, the scholars say that Job is way before Moses. They want to say he's maybe right after. They really don't have no idea, but Job is a real ancient book. It's actually a very ancient book, right? But right here, what did James call my brethren, the prophets? Who are the prophets of the Most High? Only the Israelites. It's only given to the Israelites. And James called them my brethren, like Job, and he made a reference to Job. So right there's telling you Job is not an Edomite. Because of the whole Bible, even in the New Testament, the number one nation that we still see is the Edomites, Esau.
So basically, the verse is in the Greek Septuagint. It's the last verse. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show y'all what it says. I'm gonna tell you what it says. But then it tells you, the verse tells you to go to the Syriatic book, but there is no verse in the Bible that says the Bible, and there is no Syriatic Old Testament. Shout out to it. So it's not a Syriatic Bible. It says it's a Syriatic book. It's a Syriatic book that make reference to Job, but it tries to say that it tries to make a parallel that Job is a Jobab that we see in, I believe, Genesis 27, right?
Another one. There's also another Job too that we see. Another Job, but he's in the tribe of Issachar. And people asked before, is that the same Job? It's not.
So then, watch this. In that same, all praises. They said the elder did a class on it. In that same passage, it say that Job lived to be 200 and something years old, right? LXX Job. It say Job lived up to be like 200 something, right? If you telling me that Job is Jobab, that it talks about as a son and descendant of Esau, men were not living to be 200 years old at that time period, right? Y'all gotta
Yo, I don't want these scoffers to be reaching. I don't want
they yeah,
anything and everything
right.
to
So
save Esau, man.
these scoffers be reaching. Okay, come on. So I'm gonna read it. This is Job. This is Job 42 and 17 in the Greek Septuagint, and it says, "And Job died, an old man and full of his days." Wait, I'm gonna read verse 16. It says, "Job lived after affliction 170 years, and all the years he lived were 240. And Job saw his sons and his sons' sons, the fourth generation." This is not in the original. You're not gonna read this in what you have today. Right? It says, "And Job died an old man full of days, and it is written, he will rise again with those who the Lord raised. This man is described in the Syriatic book, living in the land of Anes, right, on the border of Idumea and Arab. And his name before was Jobab." This is all information coming from a Syriatic book saying that his name is Jobab. Now, when people see that, they go to Genesis, where Jobab is a descendant of Esau. But the descendants of Esau, the descendants of Jacob, the descendants of Isaac, they was not living to be 240 years old. That time frame or that lifespan for a man was not that high around this time that this man Jobab in Genesis 27 was living. Does everybody understand that point?
Another one.
Everybody understand that point I brought out. So a person that want to teach that Job is an Edomite so bad, just so they can save the white man, right? Just so they can save the white man. They can't do that because the information is coming from a book that you don't even know. You don't even have the sources nor the manuscripts to bring it out, right? And then James, I ain't even had that cut. James said Job is a prophet and among the brethren. You cannot get away. Right? Anybody have any more questions? Did anybody see any more questions in there? That was a good question, sister.
But I did not see any other one.
All praises, man. So with that, man, I hope
Hey,
y'all enjoyed the lesson. Go ahead, King.
no, I was gonna say these guys are, man. Some of these scoffers are so simple, and they be Mr. LOL guys. Like they be so simple. Other ones
Yeah.
like you reading an account. They act like you're the one that wrote this. Like it's like, oh my god. Anyways, there's no
You should have
point.
seen, just because you said that, you should have seen the dude on Clubhouse when Divine Prospect was bringing out this information. He was acting goofy. He was
That's what he said.
laughing. He's putting laughing emojis, dead emojis. He didn't know how to take the scholarship. The scholarship was plain, but he wanted to hold his ideology so bad that he had to continue to save his face to say, "I'm not fazed by this." But you're getting cut up theologically, right?
Exactly.
And everybody can see your shame, right?
Salaki, I don't
But
know.
all praises to the Most High, right? Go ahead, King.
Everybody, the brothers in the chat, like, hold your peace. Zozo, what is your position? Like, why are you in the chat?
Oh,
like,
Zo said I'm running.
yeah, come on. Like, what is he here for?
I think he wants to link.
Bro, that nigga said I'm using my status for validity, bro. What are you
I think he
talking
wants to
about?
link.
Niggas don't even know me.
BHL in Khan, my headband says Yara'ah, my name in Hebrew, Yara'ah. If you find it in
Y'all
the...
said he want the link.
Nah, he don't want it. I don't want. He's one of those guys that just likes texting and putting LOL, me funny. Me go on
Let's
YouTube
see.
and me a funny guy.
Hey, that link is for Zozo. Zozo, we'll give you some time, folks. We'll give you some time.
Show your face to see. Come on, big time.
Come on, man.
Come on, let's hear your Christian doctrine. Let's hear about Utah. Let's see what his doctrine is.
Obviously, they say I'm a runner, man. They say I was running. They said I was trying to end the live because I seen them come in.
Proof 200 years. Well, we read it, bud.
Link the link. That's what he wanted to talk about.
I don't know. He's talking about you can't prove 200 years.
200 years.
We're just reading what the paper says. We didn't make the account.
200 years of what?
Talking about Job's age when you were talking about that.
I don't agree. I don't agree with that.
Exactly. Like
Salakia. In Job chapter 42, it says how old Job was. I was looking at verse 16. It says how old he was when he clapped.
How old was he?
It says he was. This is the book of Job, chapter 42 and verse 16. And after this lived Job 140 years.
Mm. So, but after the affliction that he went through, he lived to be 140 years old.
Okay, so that didn't account for the time that he lived before.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
So is he gonna click the link or he's gonna he'll be running?
That's what I'm saying. Like I thought I was running, bro.
Click the link.
Click the link. Click the link. Click the
He's
link.
gonna be one of the guys that comes in chuckling. Me funny. Me put LOL in every single when I scoff a no jumper on IG. I always put LOL at the bottom. He's one of those guys. The funny guy, the mean guy.
Zozo, are you gonna hop on?
Every time he texts a girl, I bet he always put LOL at the end. Because he's so awkward, he has to text a girl, what are you doing? Good morning, LOL. What you eating? LOL. I'm that kind of guy. I'm the funny guy.
LOL after every message is crazy.
Yeah, so because he's so awkward. Such a goof.
LOL after every, he said, what are you eating, LOL? He said you goofy, man. He said you goofy.
Good morning, LOL, because I know you really don't want to talk to me.
Hey, Issachar is getting on you. I don't know if you. I wouldn't stand for that. I would get on here and try to confound them. Is the link clickable?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I don't want anyways.
I would get on here. Is the link clickable?
The link is clickable. I don't want both links. You see.
So he's just scared. So I'm a click the link. I'm gonna make a little profile, and if I get on here before he do, because he had more time than me, if I get on here before he do,
I'm at work. LOL.
That's what he said.
Face. I'm at work. I'm busy. I'm feeding my kids. Like I was just saying excuses.
I haven't seen him comment since the link was dropped.
Boo! Everybody give me boos in the chat. Boo!
Come on, man.
Anyways, any serious questions from the chat?
This nigga scared. This nigga scared. Come on, we can take any more questions tonight, y'all. Man, with that, thank y'all for joining us for this lesson, man. We like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. By Shema Mashak Yahweh, man. The people are displeased with Zoe, man. With Zozo. Hopefully he not a Haitian, man, because you disrespected Kaya, you disrespected Kahari, you disrespected Yazabad, right? You disrespected Salaki. You disrespected Ra'ah, disrespecting the mighty Levites, man.
Right.
By holding the name Zoe and not standing on business.
Serious.
Right? Because all the Zoes I know stand on big business.
Serious.
Serious business, man. They don't like you in the chat, right? But we like to give all praise to the Lord, though, right?
right.
Thank y'all for joining us for another Tuesday Tune In. We love y'all family, right? Yahweh Shem Yahushai, Barak Atah, Shamar Atah for my sisters.
That's right.
Shalom.
Shalom, 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 family. First and foremost, I have to give all praises, all glory, and all honor unto the Most High God, Yahweh. Of course, I do so in the name of his only begotten Son, Yahushai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. It's your brother Ariala of Sakari, and I am excited to present to you, the nation of Israel, the official Hebrew Israelite Bible. Now, this has been the culmination of 4 long years of hard work, and it is available for purchase at hibofficialzion.com. Get yours today.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.